Rusty Barber, we ran into you on a lake in northern Wisconsin. You're out gathering rice, and you were telling us about some of the background of your family. You're out here with your brother today. Why is rice important to the Ojibway people?
Number one, it was given to us in a dream for our people to migrate from the east to where the rice grows on the water, or the food grows on the water, and for subsistence to sustain us through the hard times a long time ago, through the winters, and that our people had to be industrious and gather as much as we could. And we hold this in high regard because Menomen meaning the good seed, Mino being good, and Menen, Menomen, good seed that we harvested every year. And also that we hold it in a high spiritual regard because it gives life not only to us but also to our children, and also for our loved ones that are carrying young ones. It provides nutrients to the newborns and also spirituality to our people. And in my family, me and my brother Beanie have been doing this since we were about 10, 11 years old when our parents first took us out. And I think it was on Trainus Lake that they had taken us. And then from there, every year we've been going out, except for the time that I spent in the service. And even then, when I came home on leave, I try to come home certain times of the year to gather rice, harvest rice, with my family. And my mother and my father always held it in high regards. They went out every year ever since they were married. And then I'm glad to say that we're carrying it on in our family. My sister Melanie goes out, and then my young nephew and nieces are also learning how to harvest rice. But also we try to explain to them the spiritual aspect is that we always, when the Anishinaabe people gather either berries or whether they're hunting or whatever case may be, we always make that offering of sema, tobacco that was sacred to us, to thank the Creator for giving us this opportunity of this time of the year and to provide for our families. And we always put that in the water before we go out so that the Creator watches over us, and we always thank those water spirits for providing us a good harvest. Okay, and out here on Smith Bridge, rice is looking good, looking real good. It was falling good today, and it looks like it'll continue to fall good for probably the next week or more. And from there, we'll make it out as many times as possible.
Rusty, one more question. How can people best care for the wild rice? What do we need to do to preserve the wild rice?
Number one, it's important. The rice chiefs, they are the ones that have to be respected on their decisions and their knowledge. And normally our rice chiefs are elderly, and we have to take their word. But it seems like nowadays a lot of the people, especially the younger people, like to think they know more than those elders when to go out. And so if they go out too early when the rice is still in the flowering stage, it does no good to go out there and harvest the rice. And number one, there's nothing going back in to get the next year's crop in. And of course, we always use the knockers, which are smoothed out and normally made out of cedar, that allows for the seed to fall back in. Okay, not like a machine going out there harvesting, everything, but in a good way that when we go out, we give it back by knocking it in. And so I think that paying attention to the rice chiefs, also the rice chiefs make a decision whether that lake or that river, if it's sparse that year, sometimes they'll close it down for 1 year and hope for a better harvest. And just pay attention to the seasons and to the rice chiefs. I think they're the most important. So.
Miigwech.
Aho.
This is Nick Vanderply reporting for News from Indian Country on a wild rice lake in northern Wisconsin.
Thank you.